Welcome back to Get Sports Focus. We have back-to-back St. Francis highlights featuring the boys against Valley Christian and the ladies playing for the first ever CCS Division I championship against the #1 seed Branham Bruins. I'm talking about girls flag football. So we saw several All-Stars this past weekend as they competed for the section championships. We are just about ready to close the nomination forms for both football and girls flag All-Stars, so don't miss out. Have your coach nominate you. All the requirements, details are on the form at our website, GetSportsFocus.com. If your coach doesn't do it, you can have your parents do it for you. Just got to make sure you qualify. Nomination forms are at GetSportsFocus.com. Again, just want to repeat that, and hope to see you guys at the Top Dog Camp on the 30th.
Get Sports Focus is brought to you by Summit Partners, leaders in growth equity investing. Ike's Lovin' Sandwiches, championship level sandwiches every single time. Nachos and tacos your way, the official caterer of GSF special events. Exios, the official training facility of Get Sports Focus. Gains and Shreds Meal Prep, making eating healthy easy. And by South Bay Construction, a reputation built on trust.
We'll start with the fellas. Senior night at St. Francis is like the Rose Bowl parade of flowers. They do it up at St. Francis. Time flies. I remember when these guys were freshmen. I was shooting their games as freshmen, and these guys are really good. We also got to work with some of them in the off-season, 7-on-7 and 5-on-5. Congratulations to all the seniors and their parents. Let's get to the game. We'll start things out with a bang. St. Francis special teams is by far one of the most consistent, probably the best I've seen all season. They always have something going on. Another return for a touchdown. This one set the tone. A 93-yard kickoff return by Loa Tuilela. Boom! 7-0 St. Francis, just like that. That set the tone for another big play later on. Valley Christian looking to score, but they fumbled the exchange. Max Haberlack with a scoop and score. That's a 90-yard going the other direction. 14-0 Lancers after 2 quarters. Second quarter, Warriors got on the board. This was nice right here. Baylor Stutzman to LaSavion Carr. That's an easy money for Carr. Cut the lead 14-7. St. Francis got the drive going after that. Drew Cumby to Motu Kanaina on the move. Motu got a chunk of real estate. Followed by this, Cumby to Haberlack. Another first down. And they scored. Cumby to Aaron Bonini. Touchdown extended the lead 21-7 after the PAT. Just before the half, the Warriors, they made sure they're within striking distance. Gotta love the heart of this young squad. Munaki Elias got a few yards and paid the price. My man Chase Cajon, goodness, with a cleanup hit. Same drive, Stutzman, keeper, got close to the first down, and they figured out how to advance. Another short pass to Riley McIlvain, first down. And he got drilled in the process, but he's okay, he got up. And they scored with seconds left in the half. Jesse Deanna used the stripes as shield and scored. Good one. Smart running by number 1, 21-14, Warriors down by a TD at the half. Third quarter, here comes the Warriors. McIlvain took the kickoff all the way inside the Lancers 30. And they scored not long after that. Elias with a 4-yard TD run. That made it 21-21. We're all tied up. St. Francis answered right back. Cumbie to Sean Walsh. Nice. That's a big-time throw to his big-time receiver. 80-yard hookup, 28-21. Lancers back on top, end of third. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Valley Christian on the move. Stutzman stayed up and picked up a few more yards after getting drilled by Judah Halapua, and that led to this. Elias to the corner from 16 yards out. Touchdown, Valley Christian. PAT was good. 28-28 with 5 minutes left in the game. Valley Christian refused to go down. Gotta love the fight in these Warriors. Ensuing drive for the Lancers. They started from their own 32. Cumbie, handoff to Motu. That's an 18-yard pickup for the sophomore. Next play, Cumbie to Haberlack. Another first down. Haberlack took it past midfield. Next play, Cumbie picked up 16 yards on his own. Nice scramble. They're in field goal range for sure. And they took the lead with this. Motu Ke'ana'aina with a 23-yard touchdown run. The 5th Lancer to score in the game. PAT was good, and that made it 35-28. St. Francis with about 2 minutes left in regulation. Ensuing kickoff, Valley Christian, they kept fighting. They're still alive. Miles Cervantes with a kickoff return at the Lancers 29. Fast forward to less than 50 seconds left in the game. Deion Jackson with a TFL for the St. Francis defense. 4th and 11 from the 16-yard line, 31 seconds left. And this is how it ended. Pass intended for McIlvain was short. Game over. Lancers win 35-28. They will take on the Wildcats of Los Gatos this Friday night in the first round of the CCS playoff bracket. And yes, GetSportsFocus will be there for sure.
Obviously on a senior night, there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot going into this. You want to win it for the seniors. How did you, just as a leader, as someone who's finding your groove with this squad, how did you settle yourself and play such a real pivotal role in this win tonight?
Probably just the preparation from our team throughout the whole week, just repping the plays over and over and staying on top of it. And then our captains, not letting us get out of line and just staying honest. And I think that just the maturity of the team, just getting better day by day, helped us come out on top when we had the pressure on us.
When they tied it up, you guys answered right away with that huge bomb. It was like your biggest throw of the day. What did you see on that play? And when things go well that you've repped in practice all week long, what's that like for you as a quarterback?
On that play, I saw that the safety was down, and I knew that Sean, one of our fastest players, he going to get behind them. And we were repping that all practice, so I knew he would be open.
When it is open and you throw really a perfect ball, you catch him right in stride, he goes into the end zone. From your vantage point, you've been doing this probably since you were a little kid, and there's a lot of work that goes into a play like that. How rewarding is that for you to come up with a big play in a tight game like this?
It's just all the hard work in the off season. I think with the team and with my dad in the garage, it just all makes up for on that play.
What did it take, in your eyes, what did it take for you guys to pull out this win at home for your seniors?
Just for everybody to execute, do their job, just keep your head on the swivel.
For you had, defenders have to keep their head on a swivel with you because you will slap them around, you will stiff arm, you are a very physical running back. How much pride do you take in punishing opponents and just running very, very hard?
It's to my dad, taught me ever since I was young. You gotta do what you gotta do to get what you gotta get done. So I give that to my dad. That's why I run hard.
That last touchdown run, what did you see on that? Obviously, you guys wanted to pull this out for your seniors, and you were able to score the game-winning touchdown. What did you see on that play?
Oh, I just saw the lineman blocking, read the hole, I just saw the touchdown and just ran in there. That's all I saw.
That last moment that I saw in front of the Rage Cage, you guys are singing and dancing and having a good time, and then you go into the locker room. I'm sure those are the most special moments that you guys get. Knowing all the hard work that goes into a win like this, how much do you cherish moments like that on a special night?
Oh man, means everything, you know. I wish I could have it, you know, last year. I wish I could have that back, but this year, you got to cherish everything. So it's just a grateful feeling.
Number 5, Chase Cahoon and his family.
I mean, it's crazy that we're already here, to be honest. I mean, I feel like it was just last week we were playing freshman football. I love all my teammates. All my seniors are awesome. I can't thank them enough for what they've done all these past few years. It's been an incredible experience. It was awesome, you know, finally being out there, finally being a senior. It doesn't feel real, to be honest. It was fun. It was fun for sure.
You played like you were having fun and wanted to have fun tonight. You were flying around, you were laying guys out. Lewis had some big hits as well. Like, what's it like for you to be the dude and one of the dudes on this defense, a hard-hitting group that really goes after the rock?
It's an honor, you know, it's an honor being a captain for sure. Can't thank my guys enough for stepping in and taking over. My boy Jaden Lewis made some big plays at the end, very crucial. Yeah, we're a very special defense. I think we're capable of doing a lot of good things. There's still some things we got to clean up, but I think tonight was really, really good.
And just let's show some love to Valley. They really brought it tonight, and they made it tough on you guys. What did it take from you, just as a collective team? Special teams had a score, defense had a score, your offense put up some points. Can you just talk about how it took a real collective, all three phases performance tonight for you guys to pull out this win?
Definitely. I mean, shout out to Valley Christian. You know, they're an incredible program. I think their coach has done some great things. You know, we've been in tight situations this entire season, so I don't think this is anything new to us. I think we all just had to huddle up and just lock it in and make big plays, and I think that's what we did.
How much better and better looking are you than your brother?
So much better looking and so much better. No, I'm kidding. I love my brother. He's a dog. He's going to do some big things next year for sure.
Francis High School. Coaches would like to honor.
Moving on to the girls flag CCS D1 championship game, the first one at Santa Clara Saturday afternoon. Hey, that's our GSF 5-star QB1 from last year, Carla Granados Perez. She's an assistant coach now at Branham, working with head coach Caleb Lane, and that is awesome. We saw Branham earlier in the week. They won the first round matchup pretty easy against Palo Alto. QB Sydney Short. She is really good. She's unstoppable. Only a junior, and she's been the rock of the Bruins team this season. This girl can run. She can pass too. I'm pretty sure she plays softball or maybe basketball. Straight up baller. Her teammates, Maria Velasquez, she's a GSF All-Star, baller. Autumn Burns, baller. Audrey Taylor, baller. This is a really good team. And St. Francis, they have their hands full. The Lancers, on the other hand, they've ramped up their game as the season got closer to the playoffs, and they have a golden opportunity not only to take down the #1 seed, but to also win the first ever CCS D1 Girls Flag Championship.
GetSportsFocus is brought to you by Summit Partners, leaders in growth equity investing. Ike's Lovin' Sandwiches, championship level sandwiches every single time. Nachos and tacos your way, the official caterer of GSF special events. Exios, the official training facility of GetSportsFocus. Gains and Shreds Meal Prep, making eating healthy easy. And by South Bay Construction, a reputation built on trust.
Get to the action. First half action. It was all about getting to Sydney Short for the Lancers defense, but the Bruins, they had a couple of blockers that made it challenging. I really like the modification they did this year with the rusher and the blockers. It speed things up and made it look interesting and definitely looks challenging. St. Francis got the ball back and turned it over. That's Burns with an easy takeaway. This next defensive series for the Lancers was key. Back-to-back sacks for Haley Nelson. Actually, the first one was a batted pass. Second one was a sack for sure. Branham, they ended up punting, and the Lancers finally broke the ice right here. First touchdown of the game. First touchdown of the CCS Championship Series. Zoe Tripp to Sophie Houston. right at the GSF cam. And here's the extra point. Trip to Stella Giordano. Good for one. 7-0 St. Francis Lancers. That lit the fire for Branham. Short. She did a nice job advancing the ball herself here. That's a first down. Next play, short to Burns. Big gain. Close to the first down marker. And they scored short. She got the ball extended out past the goal line right before the Lancers defenders pulled her flag. Good for 6 points. But the extra point try was batted down by Kaylin O'Shea. So it's 7-6 or 6-7. Lancers lead at the half. Let's go to the third quarter. Both defenses exchanged blows. Annika Crawford, she's a really good defender, comes up with the pick for the Lancers. And then this, Fan. Took it a few plays later for Branham. So the score remains 7-6. Branham trailed by 1 after 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, St. Francis started to mix things up. Direct snap to the running back, Peyton Pasquale. She got back-to-back carries and got the first down along the way. Same drive, trip to Giordano. In motion towards the sideline. That was about a 20-yard gain. And they scored. Trip to Brooke Bennett. GSF Senior All-Star Brooke Bennett. I saw her name in the list. That extended the lead to 13-6. PAT was not good. PAT was no good. St. Francis, all they had to do was make one last stop to seal the deal. And there it is. Pass breakup for O'Shea. And there's your D1 CCS champion. The first ever CCS D1 girls flag football champions. St. Francis Lancers. This was the game of the week, so we got the post-game interviews coming up next. You're watching Get Sports Focus.
Get Sports Focus is brought to you by Summit Partners, leaders in growth equity investing. Ike's Love and Sandwiches, championship level sandwiches every single time. Nachos and tacos your way, the official caterer of GSF special events. Exios, the official training facility of Get Sports Focus. Gains and Shreds Meal Prep, making eating healthy easy. And by South Bay Construction, a reputation built on trust.
Coming to this game, I thought we just really have to put all of our effort and think about everything we went through in the season. There was lots of ups, lots of downs, especially downs. And I just think we really had to take that all into consideration for our game and put everything we've got in it to make it all worth it.
Our beginning of the season was rocky, but our coach was telling us about this team who started 0-2, and they went back and they won the championship, and he said that's going to be us. And since that moment, we just put our all in, days and nights, hours of work. When we beat our first team, right after that, the scout report was sent out for the next team, and the same thing on Wednesday. It's just all that hard work has finally paid off.
I'd say in film we saw that the quarterback runs a lot. She is very good, she can really get around us, so we practiced some flag pulling beforehand, so definitely film. And then in the game, we just really have to everyone has to play together. So, one person can't be the one pulling the flag. We all have to rally for the ball.
Our defense played phenomenal. They were locking them down every single game. Their quarterback, gotta give it up to them. She is phenomenal. But our defense was just stopping them, and they really say defense wins championships, and I think that's really true.
Our coaching staff, they're really, they put so much effort in. They do so much for us. We do film, everything. They watch it before, make notes. They're so dedicated. It's really helpful.
It really feels good, honestly. I've wanted this since day one. Since I found out that it was going to be a CCS sport, I really just put my all into it. and it still hasn't fully set in. I can't believe it.
About the journey, I just think, the family's the biggest part. At the start of the season, we had a harder time, I feel like, with everybody getting along, but I feel like making it all up to each other, just really we can see a difference. When we started to become a family together, it became a real game.
I've just learned to keep going and never give up.
Zoe Tripp, our quarterback, she brings the fire all the time. Stella, Sophie, we all bring the fire. These are some sophomores or seniors. All of them, Brooke Bennett, Kim, Peyton, they all just bring it all in practice. I see Peyton running on the ball and she just brings it her all. She really dives to the ball and everything.
Sometimes I get in my own head, but I've learned to stop doing that, and I've learned to just move on to the next play and just keep playing, and I'm surrounded by amazing people that have helped me get to where I am.
I just think keeping our motivation up. It's a long season, there's lots of practices, lots of weight room, and so just keeping everybody motivated and not getting frustrated. It's really a team sport. If one person does something wrong, we all do it together. We'd have to stay as a family.
I want to thank God, and then my family, my mom, my dad, and my grandparents have been here every single game supporting me. My teammates behind my back, no matter what. I make a bad throw, they say, hey, next play you got it. And most importantly, my coaches, they're just constantly telling me how proud of me they are and just continuing to push me to be the best version of myself.
I want to thank my coaches, my parents, and my brother. They all keep me going. They are very motivating, and if something bad happens, if I get hurt or anything, they just keep pushing me and they help me out.